This is a video response for truthseekerstar. I'd like to thank you very much for your videos. I just thought I'd run through what my situation is. I'm a single guy. I have a good deal of supplies. I used to make videos, but I decided to pull them all and assume a lower profile. I did that about 5 months ago. Here we have gasoline cans, just in case they don't have anything in them, but eventually when gas gets expensive, I'll put a little bit in there for my stove. That's Coleman fuel right in the center there. That is Coleman liquid fuel, and I bought a Coleman liquid fuel stove. There it is right here. And you can use that on gasoline, actually, if you need to. I have also a Coleman propane stove, and a lot of propane for it, but I mean, once you run out of propane in an emergency situation, I mean, you don't get it replaced. So I figured you can always, like if there's a junk car or a wrecked car somewhere, you can always just pull a few quarts out of the fuel tank, and then you have enough fuel to cook for like a couple weeks. Obviously, you know what this stuff is. Handy stuff to have. Also, we've got paper towels as well. If you're in we have a situation of like a breakdown of hygiene services like trash collection, you might need to get some insecticide or poison. You know, this will wipe out bugs, but I'm going to have to get some for mice and rats and whatnot too. Just like you, I've got a food saver. I've got a couple of extra bulk bags that I bought at a bulk company. Very handy, very handy. In that box I have a bunch of clothes. I just go buy jeans and shirts and whatnot and throw them in here. Generally, I don't even bother to remove the tag because, you know, eventually we won't be able to get cheap clothes from China, so I figured I'll just grab them while I can. Trash bags. You can never have enough trash bags in an emergency situation. They're good for, like, you can store food in them. You can also, you know, if you need to set up like a portable latrine inside, you can use plastic bags. Handy, very handy. You can even poke a head hole and a couple of arm holes and use it as a little rain jacket. Regular old towels, of course, same reason. More plastic bags. Let's see what else oh yeah. I have a survival center. It's a couple hours drive away, but these are kidney beans, brown rice. This is hard red wheat. Here's another hard red wheat. Those are just the ones that wouldn't fit in my closet. I've got actually quite a few right here. Yeah, hard red wheat. I opened this one in January, and I'm still making my bread out of that. Of course, I only have about 1 or 2 slices a day, but you can make a lot of bread out of a big bucket of wheat like this. I have a wheat grinder, and I just throw the wheat in my bread machine. Then, of course, you have the normal stuff like coffee and, you know, spices. And this is white rice right here that I packed in a 6-gallon bucket. And when I did that, I put oxygen absorbers in there. You can get them pretty cheap on the internet. Now, of course, up here, this is all conventional food. I'm a big fan of cashews, so I bought a bunch of those. Tea, I got some more flour, soups, you know the deal. A lot of yeast for my bread machine. This summer, or actually fall, about maybe 2 or 3 months ago, I had this horrible mental picture of kids showing up to my home, and I wouldn't have any candy for them on Halloween, so I just stocked up. It's always a good idea to have a lot of candy, unless you're like a diabetic or something. extra sugar here. Got a lot of beans, onions, yeah, more candy back there. Then of course you've got, this is a fancy water purification kit. There's a website I was going to called simplylivingsmart.com. It's a really nice industrial water filter with some accessories that allow you to really purify like thousands of gallons of water. You can, and I have of course the bleach to sterilize it, but the filter system is really cool. And my home actually has a pretty it actually has a spring. It's like nobody pays attention to it, but there you go, it works. This is a bag of rice that I haven't thrown in a bucket yet, and this is white rice that I bought previously that I did throw in the bucket, and I throw oxygen absorbers in there as well. I'm a big fan of Rainy Day Foods chicken bouillon. It's actually rather tasty, and you can make beans and rice out of it, and it's actually edible. Now, like you, let's see here. Like you, I've vacuum packed rice, and only with me, I actually had some oxygen absorbers, so I threw an oxygen absorber in each packet. So I suspect that these things will last quite a while. Now, I was quite impressed with your storing white rice in smaller packages. In fact, that's the reason why I bought my Food Saver. The reason is because in some African countries, I think, I've heard that the currency, when it failed, they were actually carrying bags of rice around and using it as currency. But if you have vacuum-packed rice, you that will make the rice much more easy to trade, and it would probably change hands like maybe 15 or 20 times before anybody really opens it up and eats it. So you'd actually be contributing to the economy. I bought one pack of oxygen absorbers a long time ago, and of course you keep them in these Food Saver bags. But they last a long time, and you get a lot of them in the package. That'll probably be enough to last me like years. Well, it's always a good idea to get a little bit of salt. Got one right there. Big 25-pound bag. Now, I'm sort of a project guy. I enjoy making things. As you can see, I've got a bunch of canning jars down here, but I don't actually can. That's going to be my next step. I actually have a little machine that makes colloidal silver, and colloidal silver is a little molecules of silver suspended in distilled water. You can make it yourself with a 9-volt battery and a couple of pieces of silver, and it actually is a pretty good antibiotic, and you can actually spray it in your nose if you get a cold, and it'll cut down the cold, the duration of the cold. You can put it on a bandage, and it'll act as a antiseptic, and it doesn't sting either. And one really cool thing is that you can actually put it in a little spray bottle like this, and it works excellent as a deodorant. You don't even need Right Guard. I mean, I've been experimenting for the last 3 weeks or so using this, and I've only used like maybe that much. No, probably about a half an inch of it. Only a couple of sprays on your underarm, and boom, you have absolutely no body odor at all. But the thing is, if you use it for about 3 weeks, you start seeing a slight discoloration in your underarms, and that's the only drawback that the colloidal silver has. But if you have a choice in a survival situation between discolored armpits and smelling really bad, I think I would choose the discolored armpits. They work really well. Got about a month's worth of survival candles here. Well, let me see. Is there anything else I want to cover? Can't think of anything offhand. Just thank you very much for your videos, and I'm very impressed. Later.